What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and new warnings coming out about what's going to be unfolding with the pandemic this winter. And also, we are only 14 days away from the upcoming midterm elections, and we're going to be seeing how Congress addresses all of this, what's going to be unfolding with stimulus, legislation, executive actions by the president. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest headlines coming out. This is your breaking news, stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Now, first off, you guys, take a look at this. Just coming out, our third pandemic winter is going to be coming. America is not ready, they're saying. And I've got video footage for you as they're saying we're in a triple-demic. There are actually three different various viruses hitting right now that are plaguing people, and they're going to be saying what the White House recommends and how we're expecting cases to ramp up this coming winter. Now, in addition to that, you guys, take a look at this. The U.S. has extended the pandemic public health emergency even though Biden says the pandemic is over. And this is the reason why we're going to be seeing additional extensions of pandemic funding going out until February of 2023, since the announcement was that this will be extended officially till January of 2023. And that is why in previous videos I'm now keeping you up to date on which states are extending out their allotments for SNAP, EBT, and also, like I said, I'll keep you up to date on stimulus checks, child tax credits, Social Security increases, everything that's going to be unfolding. And also, you guys, take a look. Here is the official count for new cases in the United States, and you can see as of yesterday, 38,000 new cases and the 7-day moving average on the decline at 34,000, but they're saying this could change here very soon. Now, let me know your thoughts. In addition to that, the number one main concern with midterm elections is the state of the economy, and we've heard a lot of people saying this needs to be the primary focus. And if we are not already, we're going to be approaching a recession here very soon, and things are not looking good for our U.S. economy. And they're saying people are going to need help and likely need more stimulus provisions. And stimulus checks, they've been done before. It was not just the first time here in the pandemic. They've happened in the past, and they're saying they're going to need to happen again and very soon. Now, let me know your thoughts, you guys. I'll keep you up to date on whatever unfolds. But like I said, let's go ahead and dive right into this video footage so you can hear about these new warnings coming out about the state of the pandemic and what they're saying. And one of these new cases is actually targeting children as well. So if you have small children, be sure to watch this and see what they're saying about this new virus that's spreading at this time. So let's go ahead and dive right in. But before we do me a quick favor. If you appreciate the updates, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date. It's free. Turn on the notification bell. Any specific questions, hit me up on Instagram at SteveRam3. Check out my second channel, Steve Ram Finance. Also, thank you for all the support on the kids channel. They absolutely are having a blast. I'm so proud of them. They did a great job, and they're getting ready to release another video here very soon as well. And also, if you want the comprehensive list of every stimulus check in the nation, www.reliefroadmap.com. But with that being said, you guys, let's take a look at this video footage.
Joining us now, the White House COVID response coordinator, Dr. Ashish Shah. Dr. Shah, thank you for joining us this morning. This triple-demic, is it the result in some ways of COVID? And how will the White House, the CDC, the government get their arms around this as so many children now are falling ill?
Yeah, good morning, and thanks for having me back. Obviously, a concerning situation here. We've got three respiratory viruses that are circulating and growing, RSV, influenza, and COVID. The good news, Mika, is that we're not powerless against this, right? They've got really high-quality vaccines against two of them, against both flu and COVID. And those vaccines keep kids, they keep adults out of the hospital. So that's sort of priority number one. It's got to make sure that, at least for those two of the three, we help keep hospitals and healthcare systems, from getting overburdened, and we protect people by getting people vaccinated. So number one thing people can do right now is go out and get the new COVID vaccine, go get their flu shot. That'll make an enormous difference. RSV, most kids, it's mild. For a small number of kids, especially youngest ones, they can get sick from it. So obviously taking care of children, making sure we have plenty of healthcare capacity and the ability to take care of those kids, very, very important.
Dr. Jai, what about RSV? What can parents do to try to keep their children from contracting it if you still want them to go to preschool, you still want them to go out into the world and enjoy life? What mitigation measures do you recommend?
Yeah, so RSV is a respiratory virus, and again, for most kids, most adults, it's pretty mild. We've all had RSV in our lives. The main recommendations are obviously avoiding sick contacts. If your kid is sick, keeping them home. If the play date is with a kid who's sick, avoiding that. Washing hands is really important. As opposed to COVID, where it's mostly airborne RSV, there's also some amount of surface transmission, and therefore washing hands can be really important there. So there's a series of things parents can do to keep their kids safe. Again, for most of the times, it'll end up being pretty mild. Obviously, if your kid gets sick and starts having any problems with breathing, got to get them seen early by a doctor, by your pediatrician, to avoid things getting worse.
Good morning, Dr. Jha. It's Jonathan Lemire. I'll see you over at the White House a little later today. And the president is getting his bivalent COVID booster in an effort to raise awareness for Americans. But let me get you on this. The percentage of Americans who have taken the shot in the low single digits. Barely anyone has, for the record. I got mine about 10 days ago. But for health experts, really worry here that COVID rates are about to start surging again coming into the winter months, potentially some new variants on the horizon as well. What can you guys do right now to convince Americans to get another shot?
Yeah, so first of all, more than 20 million Americans have gotten the vaccine. I think it's a good start. What you're going to hear from the president today is laying out how both we're in a very different moment than where we were a year or 2 years ago, but also the importance of keeping ourselves, our families protected, and that how it is a shared responsibility. He's going to call on businesses to make it easy for people to get vaccinated, to run vaccine clinics. We're going to hear from pharmacy leaders who are talking about what major pharmacy chains are doing to make this easier and for people to come get vaccinated. This really needs to be an all of society effort, because look, if people get sick, if people end up getting if our healthcare system ends up getting overwhelmed, all of us are going to feel the effects of that, right? So therefore, it really is a collective effort. Obviously, we're going to be doing our part. We are doing our part on this, making vaccines and treatments widely available and free. But this is really going to be a collective responsibility, and you're going to hear the president call on others to step up and do their part as well.
So there you have it, you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think that people should be getting these boosters? Do you think that we're pretty much through this? Do you think things are going to be getting significantly worse and we're in the middle of a war? We're in the middle of a pandemic. There are still supply chain issues with lockdowns in China. Also, we're entering into a recession. People are going to need more help. What do you think, you guys? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But whatever unfolds, I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel. But that is the latest, and as always, thank you so much for joining me. And if you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date. It's free. Check out the second channel. Check out the kids channel if you got any little ones. Hope they enjoy the new content. And if you want the comprehensive list of every stimulus check in the nation, don't forget www.reliefroadmap.com. But with that being said, you guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me. That is the latest news, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.